All right, fellas, first clip. So back of the scrum here. Nice little pick up from Jess there. We go out the back to Surly, out to Max, and we get a nice little run. Managed to get on the outside. Takes a hit, and it's just our body positions really that I wanted to highlight there. So unfortunately, it's Jay gone really high and just got pushed off that. Not driven the guy off the ball, and has allowed them to then win the penalty. This one, I just want to highlight good line speed. So we've really got up off the line, but just not identified who's hitting who. So they gain advantage really off that. So it was good line speed. Like I say, we've just got to identify earlier who's hitting who. That's our key message on that one. Here, Big's counting, but our support's slow. So Rafa, I'm screaming at him to get in there, but we end up overcommitting. So we now put 4 people in to secure that ball. Then it goes out to Mikey, who tips onto Harry, which is nice, but he gets a cheap shot on him. Then we're not there to support it. They've gone over the top of Jack, and we end up losing the ball. And that's just not identifying who's supporting who quick enough. And that really cost us. This clip, I basically put that we've missed a 2-on-1 on the counter attack here. So we managed to turn the ball over, flick it out to Jess, who gives it over to Raffo, who wants the bosh rather than the pass, and probably lose ourselves a few metres there. This one's off the restart, so it's just identifying it. So we know Big wants the ball, but Brads just keeps backing up into Big, unfortunately, and it's another turnover. This is a D-line issue, really, fellas. So we're pretty well set. They have a little carry here. Then we start panicking and calling for numbers right. Mikey screams at Will to go. We should be shuffling, really, not just leaving holes. So then they rewind back the other way. We're short of numbers now. It's only their errors, their mistakes, really, that save us our blushes. So I put a poor defensive line. So look, they've collapsed there. Naughty little crock roll. Just thought I'd identify that for Roffa. They got away with that one. Then we're kicking off and losing our head. That just rumbles on for a little bit. And we just need to stay focused, fellas, really. Just need to stay focused on what we're doing. Here, Brad, we just need to move the ball the other side of the 8. So we get caught by the 9, puts pressure on ourselves, little wrap around, and again, execution. So the ball goes behind Max running. You know, he's plenty deep enough, but it's just a turnover again that we could just do without. This clip is Jay's little knockout. Gets the ball to Harry, though. He has a real good run. Decent support by Big as well, which is massively important to recycle that ball. Brad's up there to shift it. Now we're getting a position here for a real nice plus. We managed to pull it off. I think Jesse hits Bubba, pulls it out the back to Max, and then it's Rothford. We've got to go here. We've got to shift it to the back. We've got pace in Will, in Matty, Eve, looking for our bumps, and it ends up leading to nothing. And it's so frustrating that we're in position and then we're just trying to see what we can do on our own. We've got to start using these teammates. Highlighting Mikey's little catch here from the restart. But again, got to get with him. You know, got to be lower on this clear out because we turn it over straight away. So we managed to win the ball and then we can't clear them people out quick enough. And it just does us. It's such a shame as well. Here I put we've got a real good D-line set up. We get off the line, go meet them. But high tackles will lead to them gaining some, will cost us meters basically, fellas. So this pass here will come. We go up and look at the meters he's just made. 5, 10, 15. Absolutely flying. Probably 20 meters. We just can't afford to lose that for the sake of a high tackle. This one I've just put about composure. So look, we're chasing really hard here. Putting loads of pressure on him. Just need to slow down before we get to him so we can make that tackle, really make it count. This is their try. So yeah, they've kicked it over. He's just got to get back to his feet. And then the refs let him tap and go real quick. I mean, he's nowhere near. Hasn't made a mark. Nowhere near it. and off they go, which is a shame really. But that's our only pitfall really. There was probably not getting to our feet and then having no urgency in ourselves to get back and support it. So I guess my team talk at half time was pointless because we literally said no offloads in the first opportunity. Just lob the ball, drop it down, and that's it. Turnover again. Seems daft, fellas, but do you know what I mean? We try and say these things for a reason, and I keep saying about these 50-50 offloads costing us time on the ball, and that's a prime example of it, really, where it's just happened. Next one we move on to is a great scrum. We managed to turn it over. Off we go, start running, and unfortunately, we back it up with a wild pass. You know, just composure again. Look, there's a great big hole there. Just attack it and run for as long as you can, and then our teammates will support you. We regather, and we'll go again. Instead, we just lose the ball and we're back to square one. Another scrum turnover massively, and we attack the blind. There's nobody there. There's no justification for going down there. Again, it's just about composure, and then we throw the ball out of contact, turn it over, and then we're chasing ourselves again. It's such a shame. This is a nice carry from Matty off the back of the scrum. Look, get it to big, and it's a composure again. So close. But we just get white line fever a little bit and butcher another chance to score. Just got to keep our heads, fellas, and just got to keep working together. Look, we've got the ball. We ship it out here, and then we start doing loops. We don't train for it. We don't do it. Execution goes down, and then they've got turnover again, and they're away. Luckily, our ref was our friend there and pulled them back for a penalty. But if we don't practice it, I'm not sure why we're doing it. Jess gets the ball, little nudge through. Matty takes the ball here, lovely little step. Bit of old man pace. And we very, very nearly butcher our try there. Couple of offloads. And just manages to fight to get down. I mean, it's a good try. And it's well worked, I suppose, in the end. So we've got to be pleased with getting the tries there, fellas. Here, I've just commented saying great pressure in our defensive line. So good line speed there. Double shots there, gets into the ground. A little bit of pressure slowing the ball down. Again, we're organised, big, and Jack there trying to get the steal. He was unlucky not to get it. And then here, I've just commented out, it was good from Wes. Real high speed. Putting the first bump in. Yeah, we didn't get the tackle down, but that was enough to slow them down, to bring them to ground. So just a real good shift, fellas. I really like Mike's J-line on this. So he's come from blind to open, a little bit high into contact, but we managed to recycle it. We end up going down the blind to one man, who, he gets a bosh. Big manages to take it off him and secure the ball. Then we're going to end up passing to one man again. Lone runners are not going to get over the line. We should have gone out the back. He's managed to recycle it, luckily. And then we're so wide, but so flat that we're just asking so much of our passes, and it just goes to ground, and we lose this opportunity. It's a great take by Heath here. Offloads to Max, who was on a real good run. So we make 20 odd metres here. Support's a little bit slow, but Jess is on there, ships his ball quick, but we're just not ready for it. And then I think Bob's managed to go back against the grain. We've got an advantage for a high tackle here, and then we are robbed by the ref because, again, quick ball from the ruck. We're away here. Great support here from Matty with big. Into contact, gets the ball to ground, and then we manage to ship it out from Brad. There's a little option here, if we're honest with ourselves, to probably tip it on. But we go for that try scoring, which probably should have got, but refs robbed us, called us held up from 20 metres away, so bit of bullshit there. This is a Jack's move, but look how far away we are and how deep. If we was a little bit closer to the gain line when we take this, Matty, Will would have been away there, but the drift D worked because we were so deep. We managed to keep the move going. Jesse shipped it on again. Mikey's there, but he's on his own. So Jesse's had to pull us out of the shit, which obviously slows everything right back down again. I've just put a great carry from Luke here, but an absolute outrageous offload. A tip back inside to Jack, Bubba, and then white line fever. Cost us another try if we're honest with ourselves. All in all, fellas, we managed to get the 5 points, so we've got to be pleased with that. But our execution and composure probably cost us, I don't know, 15 points.